Savor things in life like that pepperoni that you're chowing down on right now. Open the gullet. Here comes the pepperoni. Hey, and we are back with another episode of, what is this?
The Disney News Podcast.
Yes. The Disney News Podcast. We are excited to be back. We have so many things to share. We have been so motivated to record an episode since a month ago, last year.
Since the new year.
Holy cow. What is the latest with you? What is new?
February the 10th, I'll be coming to Disney World.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Some sour.
Sorry. I took my youngest son, Mason, loves Jake Paul, and wanted to try Prime. I did a workout, and you normally have like the powdered Gatorade, have some kind of,
right.
This is all we had.
Gotcha.
We have like a case of this crap in the fridge. Yeah. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It is disgusting. I thought, based on how it's advertised, it's called Cherry Freeze. Okay, fine. It has 10% coconut water, 250 milligrams of BCAAs. I don't know what that is. Maybe you could break that down. You're the doctor. B vitamins and a bunch of other crap like electrolytes. And then it tastes like pure sugar water. It tastes like Kool-Aid, but with every artificial sweetener you could shoehorn into a drink. It's disgusting.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. You guzzle that down. Have fun with guzzling that down.
That's what hopefully no one will say.
But going to Disney World.
Go. Keep going.
February 10th through the 14th, so the week out of the Super Bowl. We've heard that is relatively quiet and supposed to be good weather and possibility of seeing some celebrities and maybe the Super Bowl champion if it's a East Coast team.
The Super Bowl is in New Orleans?
New Orleans.
So therefore increases the chances of being at Disney World.
And 3 out of the 4 teams are on the East Coast.
Very true. Who is your team? I assume
Commanders. Yes.
To me, they're the Redskins. I'm not rooting for them.
They're always the Redskins. Yeah.
I had Ravens. I like Lamar Jackson, even though it looks like a gremlin.
Just add some water.
Look at him. Look at the guy. Good Lord. Emily looks at, He's what?
Just add water.
After midnight. Don't feed him after midnight. And just dump a bucket of water on him. Watch him go. No wonder he's so fast. No. Meet. Off the rails. Here we go. Back to square one. No. What is the plan? Like, what's your plan for the trip? How long is the trip? Or you already mentioned that?
We fly down. We leave Raleigh. We're driving in the night before. So the Super Bowl night, we're driving in, staying at a hotel, watch Super Bowl. Get up the next morning around 5. Get to the airport and fly out at 7 a.m.
Oh, wow.
Get down there at 9 a.m. And we're going to Hollywood Studios.
Right away. Nice.
We are going to go to the Epcot Festival of the Arts, and we are seeing Broadway concert series.
Who is performing?
Ashley Brown, who played Mary Poppins.
Oh wow! Very cool.
Yes,
on
Broadway.
On Broadway. Holy cow!
Yes. And I've actually reached out to her to see if she can say hey and maybe introduce, just talk to Wellesley a little bit, because Wellesley is diehard still Mary Poppins.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we're doing that, and then that night we are actually going to the DVC Moonlight Madness.
Moonlight. I think it's Moonlight Madness. I think it's Madness. Is it Magic?
Yeah.
Well, you're the DVC guy.
It's Moonlight Magic at Animal Kingdom. So it'll be the first time experiencing that.
Yep.
I'm very excited.
Cool.
It would have been cooler if Chester and Hester's was open, because you would have been able to play games and stuff for free. But beggars can't be choosers.
Last time you went to Animal Kingdom, Chester and Hester's on Dino Land, did you keep the tickets? Did you keep any tickets?
Let me show you.
Okay, cool. Yeah, when we went, we were just down there. I'm going to get into the latest with our family and our latest trip to Walt Disney World. We did not keep the tickets from Chester and Hester's.
No way.
Nah, we didn't keep. We thought about it. Like, you know what? The kids wanted to play. It's not the same thing for them, and it's like $6 a pop. But at that point, or per ticket, isn't it like $6 a play per ticket or something?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I mean, that's a drop in the bucket when it comes to a Walt Disney World vacation. But yeah, we didn't. I'm kind of kicking myself now the more I think about it because I really didn't sink in, at the time. But that's neither here nor there.
I'll send you a ticket.
How many did y'all end up? I'm sure you had some from previous trips.
I think I have like 5, 6.
Oh wow!
Probably.
I still have I had the plush you gave me, but we have other plushes. I think we have a Minnie and Mickey, 2 or 3 from the last year, 2023.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of the plushes. The girls were freaking out over them, and so naturally try to get them the plushes. And the only one we're missing is the dinosaur, like the actual main dinosaur. Yeah. We never
do know. Well, if yet again you have to be a cast member, but a cast connections. That shop down in Orlando or Kissimmee, they have a lot of the original wardrobes, everything, like Countdown to Extinction, the original ride before it changed to Dinosaur, all that stuff at the Lakeland Antique Mall, which is actually moving.
Yes.
They are moving. I saw that online. They have some of the original, not just items, but actual still some of the sculptures that they used as models, some of the scale models that they used to kind of establish the actual dinosaurs.
Oh, that's cool.
Let's go get that dino tagline.
That's
dinosaurs
cool.
from the ride.
I would love. I want to go to one of those, but we're always rushing around and stuff. And I want to take my time one day.
Oh, sure.
Maybe May, coming up October. I don't know, something like that, and just go down one day and just do it.
Oh yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because there's a dinosaur cast vest on eBay right now for like $400.
I mean, really think about it. I mean, one small investment. That's a lot of money, but at the same time, for the hardcore Disney fan, I mean, talk about a year like right after it closes, that's going to go, if not double, triple in value. If you still ride the ride, right? And imagine getting a picture in front of Dinosaur with that vest. Yeah, that would be cool. Either way.
Don't
make
me Abbott. Don't make me do it.
No, don't do it. Wink, wink, hint, hint. You would never do such a thing, would you? Is your wife sleeping? Buy, sell. No, your wife is a treasure. And speaking of treasure, lame segue. I wanted to give you a quick update.
Yes.
Everything that we talk about on the podcast is obviously Disney related, whether it's one of the parks internationally, Disneyland, the Disneyland Resort, California Adventure, but we are a Walt Disney World based podcast, based not only location wise, just that's honestly all we know, but Epic Universe. Pre-show, you were talking about certain things, Epic Universe. You had met an individual that is actually going to be going to Epic Universe when it opens, like opening day. I think it's Memorial Day weekend. I think maybe the 25th, 26th, give or take.
Yes.
Because my 18th wedding anniversary is talk and show.
I'm going to show you 1 second. There it is.
I want that.
Ron.
I want that. Talking show.
The Dino Institute badge, vest. I'm not going to spend what they are asking for it. Yeah, $599. Nope.
I would consider 150, 200. I would be a serious thinker at 200, maybe 250. But Yeah, that's yikes.
Yeah, no,
That's too
no,
bad.
that's a
I mean, I love
negative.
dinosaur, but yeah, I don't need to catch that dino.
No.
But no, I don't know if you know. Obviously, everybody knows about the buzz around Epic Universe, everything coming up, all the different lands it has. It looks incredible. It looks amazing. In the amount of time that they have completed it, and the authenticity of the actual buildings, show buildings, whatever
Yeah.
itself, the theming, it looks incredible. I mean, it is literally, it lives up to the name and more based on what I've seen.
Oh,
And I
I'm
got to
I'm
see,
excited for it.
oh, absolutely. I can't wait to go. It's going to be a couple of years until we get to do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they just opened up the Stella Nova Resort.
Yes,
They
I saw
just
that.
opened. But have you heard what's been happening with the Stella Nova Resort?
No,
You have no idea.
no idea.
Give me one moment. I'm getting interrupted by a child. A child knew I was recording, but that's okay. That's
Which
okay. Give
child?
me my daughter. Hold on one second.
Of
Hey
course
Parker,
it would be her.
I am recording the episode, sweetheart. What you got? Walk downstairs and go ask your mother. She might be able to help you. And I am the I love you very much. I am. Yeah, I can't hit stop now. We've already gone too far into the episode. Yeah, I got you. Go talk to your mama. I love you, sweetheart. So back to it. Back to it. There are issues with the Stella Nova Resort. I don't know if you've heard about this or anything indicating, but come to find out, now anything brand new, you got to kick it. You got to kick the tires a little bit, right?
Right.
You got to kick the tires. But you would imagine something brand new, they would have been ready for paying customers. We're not talking about a preview, a vlogger preview, influencer preview. We're talking paying customers.
Yeah.
Now the actual cost per night runs around $130 to $350 per night. So that is going to
130 is not bad.
it is not. So therefore, it is one of the value resorts
Right, yeah.
at the universe, right?
Yeah.
That being said, people are seriously, and here's a post on Twitter, X, whatever, from a guy that actually paying customer that went.
Yeah.
And I typed in Stella Nova problems, and I read a title, I read a headline where someone said, sand coming out of my shower head at the Stella Nova Resort, or in my bathroom at the Stella Nova Resort, night 1.
No way.
Here it is. Here's the post. And I'm just going to read a couple of them. People are seriously getting upset over the extremely warranted criticism for the problems that a $300 night hotel is having in its first 2 days of operation. Anyone that thinks anything that's going on at Stella Nova is okay and is an absolute shill. I love Universal to death, but come on. Yeah. Remember when people said Stella Nova Resorts would destroy Disney resorts regarding price and quality? Because the showers had sand in this post, and this is a response to a post that says, many guests are having problems with the showers. Mine had sand come out of it. Also had no hot water in my shower. Sounds like it's 50-50 if you have hot water in your room. Some guests were told it's water pressure, or the plumbers didn't install the showers properly.
Oh my gosh.
In there, and it looks incredible. Like I saw a little bit of a preview video on day 1.
Yeah.
And it was Provost Park Pass. They do a good job. Chris Provost. He's a Disneyland-based podcast. And he was, selling it. He's excited. And it looked neat. I was like, I would consider staying there. But like for that price point, that's a no-brainer. That's like Art of Animation, Pop Century. Got it.
Right.
Yeah. The next day, because he wasn't there at this point. He was just there for the day. There was a steady stream of water falling, like leak from the ceiling to the floor in their gift shop. We're talking like Rivers of America, but in a building.
We're talking like Moana's
walkthrough. Water adventure encounter with Moana, make way. The water's coming out the roof. But
well, think about it this way. Remember, we experienced a opening night of a Disney event.
Yes.
And how screwed up that was.
Ooh, that was. Weather's one thing. You can't. Because we had torrential downpour towards the end of the night. We made the best of a.
Y'all did. We did not.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
we had already called it.
And your kids we're talking 2 years ago, even younger. A year and a half ago, a little over, going on 2 years ago.
Yeah,
Your kids are even younger than
mine
they're
was
so young.
my oldest was 2.5, 3,
Jeez.
and my youngest was not even 3 months.
And
Yeah,
that was my first time meeting Charlie, I
yeah,
think. Yeah. Because that was our last night and your first night
yep,
of your vacation. We overlapped that one night. Yeah,
yeah,
it was. Yeah, that was. Yeah. And I know you got to work out the kinks, but that's pretty egregious.
yes.
That's a bit much, my man. So, yeah, that,
Well, I'm going to segue into the topic tonight,
okay.
because you were one of the fortunate guests
True.
upon the
Yes.
newly crowned or newly christened Disney treasure.
Yes.
Please tell
Mhm.
us all about it.
Oh, my man. My family was very fortunate. I had been on a cruise previously, like when I
Right.
graduated from high school, and it was the literal Walmart cruise line. No,
Okay.
Timu cruise line. Why? Because here's the name. When you hear the name of the cruise line, and it's exactly where we embarked from, the Port Canaveral Cruise Line. Now, I
Yeah.
guarantee there's some kind of a YouTube video, some kind of the dark history of Port Canaveral. But yeah, it was Port
You
Canaveral
got the
Cruise
group.
Line.
It was the Groupon deal.
It was the absolute Groupon. Who wants to go out to see a never return cruise?
The
Us.
Gilligan's Island.
The Bermuda, a 3-hour tour, more like let's get these teenagers drunk and take advantage of them and make them spend all their money in our casino, which is like 10 square feet, 10 by 5 feet, whatever. And how is that even possible?
You have
It
people in
is.
the corner rolling dice.
Yeah. Hey,
Playing
man,
CeeLo.
come over here. No worries, man. Give me dollar bill, dollar.
Have you ever
dollar.
played
No.
CeeLo, by the way?
Say it again.
Have you ever played CeeLo?
I have not.
Ooh, you haven't lived.
CeeLo. What is CeeLo?
We used to play it in high school in one of our classes. I think it was our study hall, maybe,
Yeah.
for basketball.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just a dice game, and you put down like $1. We were betting dollar bills, and
Wow.
yeah,
This is a reveal all
if you
episode.
won, you walked away with you'd walk away with some like 40, $50 a day.
I mean, that's big time. I
Yeah.
mean, if you know what you're doing, you can hustle.
Yes.
Counting like kind of version of
I
like counting
hustled. I
cards.
hustled one day, and I said,
Uh-huh.
I'm done,
I'm
and I
out.
made like $25, $30.
That's not bad.
Nah.
That's all butter right there.
Yeah. All right,
Well,
go back to treasure.
Yeah. So anyway, back to it. We had and I appreciate you doing this. You had recorded a video for my family to surprise them, my kids, because the Christmas morning, which is I dread Christmas morning because of how little sleep I get and how early my kids get up like earlier, at least by 5 minutes earlier every single year, every subsequent year. We were up at 5:45, opening gifts. Like they were knocking on because they were upstairs, we're down. They were teaming. They were on the edge of their seat. And we got up, did the thing, and they watched the video. We surprised them, and we left the next morning on the 26th and went straight to Walt Disney World. Stayed at the Art of Animation Resort, Lion King Suite, had a great time. One of my better stays, of course, and reminded me of when I went back in 2021, and we are planning to return in the fall and do the same type thing. But I'll get into that soon. We spent a day at Animal Kingdom, and I will never do that again. I had never been to the parks like right after, like 2 days, a day after, right around in between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah.
Do not ever, and I warn everyone listening, all 2 of you, or 1.5 of you,
Yeah.
do not. And I thought Animal Kingdom, because it is a half-day park, and it's soon to be like a quarter-day park, like a 2-hour park with Dino Land, slowly but surely being shut down and changed into Latin America's or tropical Americas. But regardless, I waited over an hour for Kali River Rapids.
No way.
I've never had to wait longer than maybe 20 minutes for that ride. And I saw for the first time these little teenage boys line skipping. They finally got called out by a cast member and were kicked out. They got the boot. But they kept saying
from the park.
from that ride. from that
Okay.
ride. They were kicked out of the line for the ride. And if they wanted to ride and get back in line, they get to wait just like everybody else. But that just kind of indicated the hordes of people. It was way over capacity, and Animal Kingdom is a huge ride, as a huge part. But we weren't. It just. I rode Expedition Everest once. Luckily, the single rider line took about maybe 10 minutes, and that's a long time to wait. Single rider for Expedition Everest or Escape from Mount Everest.
Yeah.
But regardless, point being is that the next on the 28th was our embarkment day, and we hopped on the Disney Treasure. And what I've done is I have actually documented that trip via photographs.
Wow.
And if you'll humor me just a little bit, and it may be a little janky, but what I want to do is just kind of recap, and I'm not going to go into too much depth, but I do want to recap, just the trip itself.
Yeah.
What was day one like?
I
What
want you to.
What was a day at sea like? And my thing is, but if you can you give me, while I'm trying to get to the dang pictures, it's very slow when you have an internet connection, apparently. What has your experience been with cruising in general? What cruise lines have you been on? Because I had never been on a major cruise line of any sort until this trip.
Yeah. So I have been on, started with Royal Caribbean, and I'm a Diamond member. Caitlin's a Diamond member through marriage.
Oh,
wow. Which is kind of cool. So she's been on 3 cruises, and
oh wow.
of those 3 cruises, I've been on 30, I think, and she
30 cruises.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
And because she married me, she got to be a Diamond
Yes.
member.
Holy cow.
Yeah. So big thing.
That's awesome.
Another
So
feather in the
what
cap. You can yeah. I'm a Diamond
what
member.
can
so.
you what kind of perks do you get when you obviously like a rewards club, kind of like a frequent flyer type situation?
Yeah, you have your own concierge club that you get to go to every single night. You get food, drinks, whatever.
Oh wow.
Captains, you have a captain's welcome party. You have a bunch of parties throughout the cruise. If you're a Diamond member, you get perks as far as, I think it's been a while since we went on a cruise. But I mean, it was, what else did we get? I think it was discounts, pre-boarding. You didn't have to be with every peasant.
Yeah.
I'm joking about that, everybody, all 2 listeners. But no, we did Royal Caribbean for a while. Then we switched to Celebrity, or we went on Holland America.
Yeah.
And you have to be, I think, 70 to be on Holland America.
Okay.
And then we went to Celebrity, went back to Royal Caribbean.
I saw Celebrity. What is that, more of an adult center?
Celebrity is 100% the way to go. I wouldn't say it's more adult friendly, but it's
okay.
I'm not going to even say more upscale. It's world. I think it probably is like a half step higher than Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
It would go like the Port Canaveral ship that you went on.
Yeah.
And then like Carnival, and then Royal Caribbean, or Port Canaveral, then Carnival, Holland America, Norwegian, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Well, let me see if this works.
Yeah.
Because I'm having issues with this one little thing sharing, and I'm going to try and do the entire screen. And let's see what happens. Let me know if you see it. Do you see? Okay, here we go. We should be in good shape.
Yes.
You got it?
Wow.
Okay. All right, my man. We are going to maximize and jump right in. Can you see it okay?
Yes.
Sweet. All right, so check it out. This right here is when we first pulled up to Port Canaveral. Okay. And I'm telling you something, this ship, absolutely larger than life. Now, you hurry up, just wait. Parking sucked. Now we got there about 45 minutes before our, our embark, or at least our boarding time.
Yeah.
And our boarding time was from 1:30 to 2, right?
Okay.
We were hoping to get it a little bit earlier, but that just wasn't in the cards for us.
Yeah. Why
So,
didn't you do that?
Apparently when you get on the Disney Cruise Line app, you have, I think it's about 30 days. No, is it? Yeah, 30-ish days before your trip, you can start checking in.
Oh,
You can
okay.
check in, and you want to upload, and it gives you in your check-in, basically you submit your documentation, your pictures of your passports, everything, and sync up everything for your family. So
Yeah.
therefore you have a seamless transition or check-in experience, which we did. But
Yeah.
I didn't know, and I kind of assumed that I would have needed my passports, but when my time to shine came for checking in, it actually kind of fell flat. The experience was, in my own words, verbatim, terrible. It was a terrible experience because I didn't know ahead of time that I needed to have my passport. I made that assumption, but yet again, that's information for anybody going forward. If you're doing the check-in process for your Disney cruise to the Disney Cruise Line app, you need to have anything international, because international documentation is either your birth certificate, and my thing is who's carrying around their birth certificate,
Yeah.
or your passport, right? And everyone in the family, kids included, all three of my kids, we all had passports. I was in Charleston for vacation for the week of Thanksgiving, right?
Nice.
I don't normally bring my passports on vacation with me if I'm going to be going somewhere in my home state, neither here nor there.
Or the U.S.
Or the U.S. Like, it's not like if I cross the state line going in from Georgia to Florida when I'm driving that I show my passport. I just kind of hold it up to the glass to any random person
You
that
might
wants
make
to
you
see
start
it.
doing that now.
That is true. DeSantis, how dare you? I don't want to get deported. I do not want to get deported. We are a very controversial podcast. We're so controversial. Oh my gosh. People, turn this off now. Turn it off now. Too much. Too soon. No. Anyway, but our boarding time was 1:30. But luckily at that point when we boarded, and I'm just gonna kind of narrate and kind of scroll through. Can you see things okay, Taylor?
Yeah, I can see him.
Excellent, excellent. So what you're seeing here is the actual check-in process right here. The cast members that check you in, all they do is they scan your magic bands, and they match up everything, make sure you are who you say you are. You fill out a questionnaire the night before, a health questionnaire, just to make sure, hey, just want to make sure, is there anybody pregnant?
Yeah.
Anybody sick? Or anybody COVID? Blah, anybody with a temperature over 100? Blah, blah, blah. We were solid. Now, we did not choose to do the insurance. We did not do travel insurance. Yes, at that point, we had spent quite a bit on the trip, but there was no way we were not going to make it.
So essentially, even if the kids had 105-degree fever, they were going to be on the boat.
Oh, they were going to be. We were going to get on that boat kicking. We would have swam to freaking Cozumel to get on that stinking boat. Ain't nothing getting in my way to get on my damn boat. That's my boat. And especially if you're gonna go on your first Disney cruise, go big. Go big. Okay. But I'm gonna pull back the layers. I'm gonna give you everything. All right. I'm gonna give you a little peek behind the curtain of what it's like to be a first-time cruiser on said cruise ship. And what a cruise ship to go on, because the check-in process was absolutely seamless. I mean, look, the cast members were clapping for you, greeting you. What can we do to make your experience better? We waited maybe 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. I finally got the goosebumps. I felt the magic yet again.
Hold on, go back real quick if you don't mind.
Okay. What you got?
Keep going back.
Okay.
Go back. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Yeah.
No. Go forward. One more. Right there. I thought you said that Bray went with you.
Yes.
Parker went with you.
Correct.
I thought you said Mason. That's a little girl right there.
That is a little girl with a short haircut.
Yeah.
That's my son. That is my son.
Mason? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Based on his behavior on the cruise, I wanted to treat him like a girl. He was a girl. Here's your dress. Enjoy your cruise. Enjoy your cruise.
Gotcha.
Let's get in the
That's all.
corner. Your
You
name
can
is
go on.
Baby. Your name is Baby. You're in the corner. Here. So anyway, but this going into the mouse ears and going in down the hallway, in the port and segueing to the ship, I didn't know what to expect. I had seen videos, but here it is. Here's the magic bridge onto the ship. And this is what we saw, what we're presented with as soon as we went onto the ship. This is the 5th deck. You transition right in, and there's a cast member. There's Jeannie, as you can see, right there. And they do random characters, all the princesses, and you get the most rare characters just walking around. And they're constantly doing meet and greets, photo ops, and everything is on the Disney Cruise Line app. As soon as you get on the boat, as soon as you are set there, what you see, let me move this out of the way real quick, and that's the best I could do there. But what you see, when you connect to the Wi-Fi, because you can pay for internet, you can pay for an upgraded internet package, and that's around $15 a day. That is kind of expensive if you do want to connect to the outside world, but honestly, going on a cruise is the perfect way to disconnect, honestly, from everything.
Exactly.
And I kind of had an idea of what that was until the cruise. You do want to log into the DCL or Disney Cruise Line guest app, because that connects you to your itinerary on your boat or on the ship. And it gives you it gives you your menus. It tells you when your dining times are, and you'll either have 6:15 or 8:30, maybe 8:15 for one of your 2 dining times. But you will have a set dining time for the entire week. You have the exact same wait staff no matter what restaurant, because you rotate to 3 different restaurants throughout the week. Okay. Now your normal Disney cruise is not going to be a 7 or a 7-night, 8-day cruise. Okay. Normally there are 3 to 4 day cruises going out of Port Canaveral, which is going to be the Disney. Normally now this Triton level of ship or Disney Wish level of ship is this is, like I said, brand new. This a Western Caribbean cruise is not new, but this 7-day cruise for a Western Caribbean experience is new, hence the Disney Treasure. And this was the second embarkation or second voyage of the ship, and it was immaculate. When you first get on, let's see if it's even working here. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Here we go. So you get on the ship, and as soon as you walk in, you're greeted by a cast member. They have a microphone, and they ask, "What is your party's name?" or "What is your family's name?" And I said, "Oh, we're the Staggs family." And they said, "Greetings, everyone," over the loudspeaker for the entire ship to hear. "Please welcome the Staggs family." And all the cast members clap for you. Jeannie's waving, clapping. It's quite the hullabaloo, so to speak. But as you can see, everything theming-wise, everything is just over the top. This is as soon as we get on the ship and we finally get to our room. We have a deluxe, pretty much your basic room. It's a porthole room. We were on the starboard side, kind of towards three quarters of the way on the back side of the ship, for lack of a better phrase. This is just me taking pictures out the window. And if I'm going too fast, let me know. Nice. This is something that we actually booked ahead of time. We did a magical toast, and they had this waiting for us when we actually got to the room. And believe me, I kept that. It let me show. Here we go. As soon as you get in, this is the main king size bed. You could have bought it. You could have bought it, but at the same time, I don't want to buy something that somebody's already used. And they sold versions of that.
I don't want to buy something that I can just steal.
They would have charged you. They would have tracked me down. They would have got me. They would have said, he acts like, hey, thinking he can get away with this. I don't think so. So as you can see, we had an Encanto room, right? Detailing. And actually that does light up. It has like a little switch on the wall that does light up. And of course you get the effect of that at night. So that was really cool. This right here is on the 11th deck. You go up because we were on the 8th deck for our level. We were room 8676. And if there's anybody that ever listens in the future that does get assigned the room 8676, I recommend you look under your sink. Okay, don't look like at the sink, but actually go like stick your head, open up the drawers, open up the doors, look under the sink where someone would do maintenance. You will find a Disney Dudes podcast sticker. We are officially cruising forever and ever with the Disney Treasure, Taylor. I just wanted to let you know that. So the podcast is always with the treasure. because we are.
We're gonna be sued by Disney.
They will never find it. Or I just screwed us.
You just screwed us.
I just screwed us.
You
Hey,
just,
that's called notoriety. Just don't go to the Brown Derby and look under the first urinal to the right or the first stall.
I tried to the last time, and the restroom was out of order. Like there was like 7 or 8 people there.
What?
Yeah. I'm like,
Let me. All
I
right,
had my Disney Juice podcast shirt on. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my.
I'm
Did anybody?
Such heartbreak right there. Covering it
It's
up.
still there. It's still there. They haven't removed it. It's got to be there. Come on. They're not going to replace a whole toilet because that
I'll let
dude
you know on February
signed
10th.
it. Okay. That to be continued. I need to know this. The saga that is the stickers that are on the Disney Treasure, and it's probably in what is it? What day is it? Thursday. It's coming back. It's going to Castaway Cay tomorrow. If they're following the normal itinerary on a Friday. But this Marceline Market is the main dining area, main buffet dining area for your breakfast and lunch. This right here is Jumbo Suites. The theming, look at that.
I know.
That's right next to the pool on the 11th deck, right next to Marceline Market.
That's one of Wellesley's new favorite movies.
See that. And they don't stop you from touching. You can sit in the lap. You can touch. You can. I mean, obviously, anything that's relatively appropriate. People didn't take advantage. People didn't, it didn't damage anything. There was no neglect, anything like that. Even though it is a brand new ship, you could pretty much come and go, do anything, touch. I mean, experience how you wanted. I mean, it was just come as you are, and I mean, it's huge, and you have this beautiful view, these huge panoramic windows, as you can see. Let me see if I get. Oh. Yep, some more theming. As you can see, those aren't real, by the way. But look at the theming here. Beat the Heat, Jumbo Suites. Sub-Zero Snacks, Jumbo Suites. And that's an example. Here you go. Some of that. I forgot what that. It's like some kind of like cookies and cream type of concoction. It was good. It lasted T-minus 2 seconds. This is the main pool. That what you're looking right there, that is Toy Story playing on the funnel vision. We didn't know, but that's one of the best spots on the entire ship. When it's hot, when you just want to relax, if you want to get a plate of food from Marceline Market, or if you look to the left or the right, those are two. Is basically like a giant oval, right? Yeah. Going around. That's where all the quick service items are. And the quality of the food of these quick service items, so they have pizza, they have barbecue, and it's all themed after like the Fab Five. They have pizza, they have rice bowls, tacos. I mean, you name it, they have it. And it is high quality stuff. All this, I mean, obviously all you can eat. And it pretty much runs from like 11 o'clock until like 10 o'clock at night. A Disney cruise is not, it is adult oriented, but at the same time, it is a family friendly cruise. Yeah. You're not going to, if you're looking to get lit, if you're looking to get toe up from the floor and want to do, one margarita, I'm going to, sit down and enjoy a Disney movie. 4 margaritas, I might go do trivia in the Harambe Theater. The typical things you would say if they're 3 or 4 margaritas. But this right here is probably the most underrated part of the ship. Okay. You have all the pools around you. As you can see up here, this is the Aqua Mouse. Yeah. I rode that twice, and I have some hot takes on that. So let's keep moving. Here we go. Some more examples of the cruise ship. Who is that stud? I don't know. He looks amazing. Needs a haircut and a beard trim. The kids, Bray was a little, now my oldest son, he's on the autism spectrum, has a lot of anxiety in regards to control. He did not know what to expect with the cruise ship. I think he had more fun than all of us combined. He loved the cruise ship. And we'll get into that as well. But that's us as a family. Look how tall Bray is. My wife is 5'11". He is, yes, huge. And there's my middle child, my daughter. She's 10, almost 11. That's Parker. And that's my youngest daughter right there, Mason. So let's keep moving. Yes. There are a lot of pictures to get through here. And I'll keep moving. Here is an example of our room. Look at that porthole. It's big enough for kids to relax on. Now, we had a concern about, we're going too far. We had a concern about, here's some of the merch. God, he's a stud. Dang, I can't. That's a really good picture of me. Look at that.
That is. Okay. That looks like a Tinder picture or a Grindr picture for you.
Thank you. Well, it takes one to know one. So I don't know what those words mean or what you're referring to, but grinder. I barely know her. Anyway, right here is an example of what this. This is a little gift shop merch store right next to the pool. Just to kind of give you an example of some of the merch. And speaking of merch, I'm wearing my Nike Dry Fit limited edition Disney Treasure shirt. So I
How
picked
much,
up 3
if you
shirts.
don't mind, how much that sets you back?
It's about 60.
That's not bad.
It is not. Everything is reasonably priced. Cocktails were $12, $13
bad.
normally, or maybe 10, because I mean you've already paid enough as it is. You can easily get away because you can bring your own cup. You can bring your own thermal cup, your own Yeti, Stanley, whatever it is, and fill it up with pretty much any beverage you can think of.
You know, you can
So
also bring your own. You know, you could have also brought your own alcohol.
Yes. But we didn't do that. We
Rookie.
we're poor
mistake.
planners. We were poor, and yet again, you can do 2 bottles of wine, but you have to pay an extra fee.
Rookie mistake.
Hey,
Listerine bottles.
Is this my trip or yours?
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to give insight. Listerine bottles. That's all you gotta do.
Okay, I hear you. So when we had to do our
Muster station.
evacuation routine, our location was on the third deck, and this is the Worlds of Marvel dinner experience. So I got to experience that. As you can see, the blue tablecloths over the tables in the fine china. It was not the experience I wanted the first time. So in the unlikely event of an actual emergency, you will hear the general alarm. So that's Worlds of Marvel. That's the screen right there where you interact with Groot, Rocket, Ant-Man and Wasp, things like that. So that definitely kind of took away from the magic. But look at this
That's cool.
theming. It's incredible. So we get back to the room. This is our bottle of Prosecco. It was wonderful. The bubbly, let me tell you. But this right here was the sail away party. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. The sail away party. How long did it last?
It was about 30, probably about 30-ish minutes. It was longer than I expected. I was thinking maybe kind of like a 10, maybe 5 to 15 minute deal.
And
but
what time did y'all get up there to experience all of it?
We missed a little bit of it because we were trying to. Yet again, we didn't know. We were hurrying up. We had never been on the ship before. We were tired, just trying to, because we hurried up just to kind of wait. But if you look front and center right there, that was the first time I noticed the Mammoth Club. They were on the ship as well, and they have done some incredibly detailed videos. We were on that same cruise as them. We were there with them at the same time, and I talked to him a couple of times, and he's actually a super nice guy.
Not creepy.
It buffered. Can you relax?
Yeah, not
creepy. So anyway, I'm just trying to get back to it. Yeah, go.
So he took videos, you took still photos?
I took still photos, and I cropped my head on his head when he put his arm around like different poses when he was with his wife. So I wanted to imagine myself in his shoes. And I don't think that went over too well with my wife, but she's sleeping right now, so that's fine. But yeah, this is the sail away party. And this is us just taking in everything. Look at the theming. Are you okay? Are you choking on something? Is that the pepperoni? Is that a little reflux?
I just thought it was a picture of a random little girl.
That's my daughter. That's my daughter.
No, not this one, the other one, but yeah.
It's a video, and it's not playing. Let me see what.
Okay.
Here we go. Here you go. What do we think?
Emily was on a mission. That's what I think.
We were trying to take in everything. She doesn't get mad at me that often, but at the same time, she was like, "We gotta go." I forgot where we were going, but yet again, pictures will indicate, we had dinner. Check it out. This right here on the main ballroom, main mezzanine, atrium.
Yeah.
As you can see, the theming adventure, Aladdin and Jasmine on the magic carpet. We were on. You have a Walt Disney side, and this is the fine dining. 1923 is the nicest restaurant they have. The fine dining experience. But yet again, come as you are. Now, on your final dinner at 1923, because you eat at 1923 3 times, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then you eat at Worlds of Marble twice and um, Casa de Coco twice. And that's like the dinner theater, the live action theater. We were on you had the Walt Disney side for 1923, and then you had on the port side, and then you have on the starboard side is the Roy Disney, and we were on the Roy Disney side of 1923. This is the first time we got to meet. Look at that detail. Look at that china. I mean, look at the detail. Look at everything was just top notch. Look at we're already moving. Look at that. We're a happy family. The view out the window, leaving Florida, leaving Cape Canaveral, was picturesque. Yeah, look at that, man. Beautiful, beautiful. What is this, Fel? But it's beautiful. I took way too many pictures of the salt shakers and the plates. I'm satisfied. So that's us at dinner. There's my daughter. But let's keep moving. Here's the menu. Check it out. Your appetizers. The Alameda Porcini spiced ahi tuna. The Hyperion 4-cheese tricolor tortellini. The burrata mozzarella cheese and prosciutto de Parma. And the Kingswell duck confit pastilla. I had the duck. It was amazing. I also had the split Napa baby romaine lettuce salad. I didn't get a soup. Maybe I did get a soup. No, I didn't get a soup. The bread service alone was incredible.
Yes.
And then my entree. I mean, look at this. What did I get? Let's see. Italian
salmon fillet.
I did not do. I should have gotten the soft shell crab tacos. I did the lamb. I did the Italian flat parsley and rosemary crusted rack of lamb.
Is that a peppered filet mignon?
Let's take a look. Oh, I thought I took pictures of my food. I didn't. Here's the main atrium. The food was delicious. I can tell you that much. But here's the main atrium. I mean, look at that. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being mind-blowing and 1 being like, meh, I've seen better. What are your thoughts?
It reminds me of a mix between Animal Kingdom Lodge and Wilderness Lodge right there.
There we go. Isn't that cool? It's the theming. There's Mickey, Captain Mickey. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's loading.
If he's there, then who's captaining and driving the ship?
That's a great question. And now for my future cruises, I need to really be mindful of that. I didn't think about it because I shared a bottle of wine with my wife and had an old fashioned, which was chef's kiss. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Let's keep moving. As you can see, I like that statue apparently. Oh, we have to zoom in on it. Look at the detail. Yeah, I like the statue. Look at this mosaic. Look at the tile work. Look at the detail. Like this is every corner you turn.
This is day one?
This is day one. This is day one. I took a lot of pictures. This is going to be a 4-hour podcast. That's my old fashioned right there.
Oh, with a piece of bacon on it? Oh.
Dude, I'm telling you. I know I told you before the value of this cruise. Like the cheapest bottle of wine was only like $25. I mean, that's the markup on alcohol is where they get you, but things were reasonably priced. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, man. Yeah, we all had a lot to drink that night. There's my rack of lamb. Look at that. Look at that. I don't know what that was, but it was good. There's the wine we had. Parker had a little bit too. She enjoyed it. That's her naked Mickey. She'd kill me if she's so. Yeah, let's keep moving. I'm going to fast forward. And I think this is going to be our day at sea. Oh, no, we're still at dinner. That's dessert. That is dessert. This is going to take forever. Holy crap. I forgot. I underestimated how many pictures I took. Let's keep moving. There it is. Some of the performances at the beginning. They're the captains who's manning the ship. Not them. Not them. More concerning. What kind of an operation are they running here? I don't know. But as you can see, people, all walks of life, or at least not all walks of life. You got to be of a certain. This is a drink from the Scat Cat Lounge. Can you tell me what that sandwich is floating on top of this this bourbon-based drink?
An Uncrustable.
That is an Uncrustable. That was a peanut butter and jelly old fashioned.
Oh my God.
It was amazing. And they advised you to dip your Uncrustable in the drink and then take a bite of the Uncrustable. I was a little hesitant. I'm a little iffy on textures here and there. It was amazing. Amazing. Let's get to, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize it. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm going to minimize it. And I'm going to fast forward. I think that's probably the better way to go about doing this. Here, this right here is the movie theater. Couple of drinks, and this right here is the movie theater. And let me go back. This is the Walt Disney Theater. So right here, as you can see, you're walking towards, this is at the front of the ship, the Walt Disney Theater. This is where they do their huge stage shows, where they do the Moana show, where they do the Beauty and the Beast live action show. And this is where we saw Mufasa the first night. Popcorn buckets, everything.
No
and
way.
Popcorn. It was $10 for a popcorn bucket and only $1 for refills. If you go concierge, you get a free popcorn bucket and free refills. Yes. This right here, open bar, as you can see, a little Beam and Coke. It was amazing. And I mean, look at that. Look at the detail. Look at the tile. Look at the floor. I mean, get out of here. And copyright, let's keep moving. As you can see, I'm having a great time. This is when I went back out.
On a 4-week cruise.
Apparently, this is only night 1. This right here is the Periscope Pub. This is the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea themed bar. This is more of like a sports bar, but the theming in there is second to none. It's awesome. This is around midnight, first night, us in the ocean, taking off.
Jumping?
Say it again.
You were contemplating jumping.
I had so much fun. Next day, we get on the Funnel Vision. We're having a great time. We're watching Tangled. We're having our breakfast, and we're hitting the pools, and we're hitting them hard and hitting them early. Our first day was a day at sea because we were on the way to our first port of call, which was Cozumel, Mexico. So here is the Haunted Mansion.
Oh, wow.
So that was the highlight. And I will there's the Donald, they actually have a life-size Donald Duck chair. Because, they removed that to make way for the Hatbox Ghost at the Haunted Mansion.
Who is that hot woman sitting in the Donald Duck chair?
That smoke show is the luckiest woman in the world right there. So,
she outkicked her coverage.
She slam dunked over LeBron James and Zion Williamson combined. Whatever that mutant is, I don't want to know, but yeah, she did it. Check out the detail. Check out the theming. It's amazing. And I'm going to get to a video, and I'll give you an example because everything comes to life. And it's not too big and it's not too small. But we're going to get to a point, and even in the aquarium right here, there are fish like that Pepper's Ghost effect. Yeah. That's happening there as well. They're like little skeleton fish swimming in the water. It's like a 3D like hologram swimming in the water. It's something else, man. But I mean, in the pictures, move like the Harry Potter pictures of like Escape from Hogwarts or whatever at Islands of Adventure. They move, they interact, they look at you, they watch you, and it's not just like some kind of like practical effect. It is, done, just through the magic of Disney. But this right here, they give you an iPad Pro, and this is the menu. This is their secret menu. And these are the different concoctions. And as you can see, I'm pointing at the Donald Duck chair itself. Look at the etching on the wall. Like it's all cloth. It's all just, it's so cool. The wall creeps. This right here is the huge plate glass mirror behind the bar. And Madame Leota will come out and talk to you. The Grim Grinning Ghosts are performing. It's so cool, man. Look at that.
I'm jealous.
Look, let's keep going. Let's look at the video. I think, yeah, here it is. You can't hear it, but see the fish?
Yeah.
Look at that. Let that nerd. We'll get out of the way. Move, nerd. God. How did he get on the ship? Sorry.
He brought his passport and got on early.
Apparently. It's like Bill Gates' like stepson. Anyway, let's get one. Let's get a better. Here we go. This is a better video. Let me see if I can turn it. See if you can hear it. Nah, I can't hear it. That's too bad. But just look at the lighting effect. Look. Let's see if the mirror does anything. The light. Look at that. Yep. And the little musical instruments, like from Madame Leota. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is.
Dude, it was something else. The words don't describe the immersive experience. You would never know that you're on a cruise ship, man. You would never freaking know. Oh, there is one of the limited edition tiki mugs that I got. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
That is cool. That is a whopping $60 right there. But they ran out of those on the first voyage the week before. They ran out of those halfway through the week, and people were pissed. But we got the Bride and we got the Mariner. And the Mariner is apparently we were having a come to Jesus moment right there, and he won. There are the two smoke shows. Here's another video. This is Madame Leota. Look at that.
That's cool.
And it's a 3D effect. I mean, people, they encouraged you, and I kept thinking like maybe there was a queue, like a virtual queue. Oh no, you just walk in. First come, first serve. Get a table. Service was quick. The drinks were awesome. It was a first class experience.
Wow.
First class. Let's keep moving. I think I took more pictures in here than I did of any place else. Oh, there we go.
Aladdin statue might be.
Say that again?
That Aladdin statue might be.
It's my new thing. It's my new. I'm gonna get a tattoo of that. That's me in the Donald Duck chair posing. Oh, scared, scary. That's the second drink I had. It has a gummy eyeball in there. That drink was like a dessert drink. That was excellent. Here's Emily's. Oh, here's the experience. They opened up the box and look at he's got a little black light. Look at that.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
Three ghosts. Yep. Yep, there it is. I freaking loved it. I freaking loved it, man. This is the first full day on the cruise, and we were just here it is. First sip's always the best. Look at that. This is not the podcast to listen to, it's the podcast to watch. You're listening to this, seriously. Get on YouTube, watch it. Let's keep moving. All right. Where are we next? Actually, where is this? This is it with the lights on when the effects are turned off, because they randomly do it. And I wanted to know, who is that? Can you tell me, who is that a statue of?
Count Chocula.
They're magically delicious. No, who is the cast member? I mean, sorry, the Imagineer that was known for his work on the Haunted Mansion when it first opened in 1969, August 8th of 1969, in Disneyland.
Gracie.
What is his name? Who?
It's not Gracie. What's it?
Let's look it up. Haunted
I'm
Mansion.
so tired. If I was not tired, I would have gotten it.
That's what they are. It was oh gosh. Raleigh Crump. That is Raleigh Crump. That is an ode to Raleigh Crump, who had the greatest influence on the Haunted Mansion, the original Haunted Mansion that opened in 1969 at Disneyland. Isn't that cool?
That is cool.
That is cool. Let's keep moving. All right. Now, we moved on, and I wanted to show you something else. Let's see if this is a video. So this is right between Roy and Walt Disney walking towards just another part of the ship, main atrium. Look at that. Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
And little things down here.
That's cool.
It's moving. It's moving.
Yeah.
Yes, it actually moves. I don't know and here we go. Avenger Technology Showcase. Yeah. And that's where we had dinner the second night at Worlds of Marvel. And the theming in here was amazing. Food was outstanding. Their bread service was probably the best out of all the dinner services we had. Now I will say the experience, it was cool. Ant-Man and Wasp, and we had see this little like looks like a lantern kind of.
Mm-hmm.
You had to interact with that. It was part of the show that you would interact with that. And I enjoyed the Worlds of Marvel. Here, I'll show you dinner show, but it was probably the least exciting, I would say. But here, this is in the Pym kitchen. That's an example of what that is. And it would light up, it would do different effects, and you would have to push the button to answer questions, save the world, things like that. Here's an example of some of the food, giant meatball from the Pym kitchen. It was fun.
Doesn't surprise me.
There's everyone's friendly neighborhood Spider-Man right there. And he was fun.
I thought it was Gwen Stacy right there.
What's that?
I thought it was Gwen Stacy.
That was fun. But as you can see, that's the other mural outside of the Worlds of Marvel right there, as you can see. And they're huge. They're huge. 3D coming out of the wall, all this stuff. And I think after that, we went to Skipper Society, the Skipper Canteen lounge. And that's right next to, it's on the 5th deck. A lot of the entertainment's on the 5th deck, not far from the atrium, because you got the Scat Cat Lounge, and then you have Skipper Society right across. Skipper Society is more of an open air type of bar and lounge. Right next to it is the Haunted Mansion parlor, which has a closed door and has forced perspective. And you actually have to kind of turn around the corner and go through the big heavy wooden door to go in there. But that's kind of an example of what they have. They do trivia, the Skipper Society, and there are a bunch of Easter eggs that are nods to the Jungle Cruise ride in this location. On the Disney Wish that you and I will be going on in the near future is it's the exact same ship. It's just different theming, right? That lounge is the Bayou. It's the Tiana Bayou, and right next to that is Hyperspace Lounge. The Star Wars based lounge is where the Haunted Mansion parlor is on the Disney Treasure. So just to kind of give you perspective, This is one of their movie theaters, and this is when we were watching Dial of Destiny. We wouldn't watch Indiana Jones in the Wonderland Theater, and even theming walking into the theater was amazing. Look at this. Look at this tapestry, and that goes up like the length of like 2 floors, right there. Everything lights up. I mean, it's everywhere you turn. That effect, the Cheshire Cat, whatever, tomato, will disappear, show up in different spots. He's here. He's here. He's here. I mean, and this is just tip of the iceberg. This is one of their 2. They have 3 theaters. This is one of the 2 movie theaters they had. We saw Moana 2, Dial of Destiny, and Mufasa. Oh, and I saw Deadpool and Wolverine as well. That movie was hilarious. All right. Here's the Oceaneer Club. This is where kids can go when they are bad. No, this is where kids can go. You can drop them off. Oh, look at this theming right here. This is the Walt Disney side of the restaurant. I mean, on a cruise ship, of all things. You know what I mean? I mean, you talk about go like back home, like back in St. Louis, back in Marceline, Missouri. I mean, everything. Right here at the Oceaneer Club is really cool. Remember that slide I was telling you about? Yeah. This is where the main atrium is. After your child like scans their magic band, use your magic band like you would in the parks. It gives you access to everything. Getting in your room, all that stuff. They slide down the slide and go right into the Oceaneer Club. And as you can see right here, it's huge. We didn't get to go back in there, but there was one time where I saw Alice in Wonderland and Belle doing like charades with kids, or Simon Says with like little toddlers or little ones. Cool. It was really cool. You have to have a secret. You have to scan in your magic band. You have to have your secret word, and you establish the secret word on the Disney Cruise Line app ahead of time. And I did forget my word the first time around, and they let Mason go with me because clearly he's connected to my magic band. But they said that we can only let this happen one time. Please don't forget. This right here is the Harambe Theater. They do a lot. This is where a lot of the comedians do shows, magicians, and they do a lot of trivia. in
Okay.
here. And this is also an example of where you would meet up for an excursion. And that's what we did here. We were going on so we met up here for our first excursion because our first port of call was Cozumel, right? And this right here is us transitioning off the boat. There is our beautiful ship, the Disney Treasure. And this may conjure up some memories. This is us at Playa Mia. Playa Mia is an all-inclusive resort. And as you can see, this giant canopy, this is where their buffet is. It is open bar. It is, and they have, the wait staff is constantly asking you what you need. They're constantly bringing you drinks, constantly making sure you have everything you need. It was a great experience. That's one section of Playa Mia. It's just a big beach resort.
Yeah.
They had water park, pools, and then beachside as well. Let's keep going. There we go. He's happy as a clam. Don't worry about that picture.
Oh no, go. No.
We gotta keep going. No. Hold on. Pictures.
Wow.
Pictures. See, that gives you a little more perspective of the tent. I need you to calm down. Stop frothing, Taylor. I'll send you some prime. But here, this is the water park. Little infinity pool. Let's keep moving. This, like I said, this is in Cozumel, Mexico. Kids are having the time of their lives. They had a water slide. The water slide was a little janky, but it was still fine. It was still fun. But let's move on. And here at the beach, they have cabanas, they have towels, they have, lounge chairs. But here, out in this area, and I'll push play, they had an obstacle course out in the ocean.
That's cool.
That you had to swim to. You see that?
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. So, I mean, look at that. I mean, it's just first class. Had a great time. That was Cozumel. Had a great time there. That's towards the end of the day there. And this is, we bought that luchador mask. That's us bonding as a family. My daughter's more like me than anybody else. Now, you've been to Cozumel. Does this look familiar?
That does right there. The best snorkeling that ever takes place is to your right there.
Okay, cool. This is Skipper. We spent a lot of downtime in the Skipper Society because it's just more laid back. It was never too crowded. And this is where they did like trivia and you could do a drawing experience. So that was a lot of fun.
Nice.
Here is we were just watching a movie towards the end of the day. And this is the next day. Next day, let me see where we went. Oh, no, that was later that afternoon. We got back to the ship. And this is the Aquamouse. We rode it for the first time. Aquamouse, you weren't allowed to take your phone on it. I rode it by myself after Parker and Mason, but I only got to ride it twice. Now, the line was never longer than 30 minutes, but that thing would break down or somebody would get stuck or somebody would whatever, almost like every hour on the hour. So there were multiple times, at least 3 or 4 times where, because Bray really wanted to go ride it, I would finally get up there and they'd say, sorry, closed for whatever cleaning, or because one time a kid pooped on it and they shut it down for like 2 hours because they had to sanitize it, they had to do all this stuff. Dinner that night,
I thought you told Mason to not do that.
He wears a diaper, so it wasn't a problem. But here's Plaza de Coco. The theming in this one, I really enjoyed this. I'm not the biggest Coco fan, so to speak. I can definitely appreciate it.
We are.
But then you would have loved this.
Because we believe everybody should be in America.
I really appreciate you kind of like taking this episode by the throat and making it your own. You're pretty much like just, stomping on anything and everything that I'm excited about right now. And I don't appreciate that. But let's keep going. This is just kind of an example of the dinner show. A lot of fun. We had the same wait staff. We had Dewey from Cambodia and Oscar from, look at those studs. Look how big he is. Good Lord. And then Oscar from Colombia. That's exactly what she said pretty much every night after the kids went to bed. Let's keep going. Here's an example of the food. The food was, I love Mexican food. The food here was awesome. Some of the probably the best food I had on the ship was at Casa de Coco. Excellent theming. As you can see, there's Coco.
Miguel.
That's Miguel. See, another naked Mickey. And when we got back to the room, there is your towel
Bunny.
Towel bunny. And it was different every time. Later that night, we went around, kind of did our thing, explored the ship some more, and we went and saw another movie. And let's see, next day, we went to the Cayman Islands. This was I love the Cayman Islands. It was beautiful, but it was my least favorite excursion. They did not let you take pictures of the dolphins because we did a dolphin experience. It took about almost an hour of us standing in the hot sun, and I felt like I was dead, like I was about to die, because that's where I would have been laid to rest at on the Grand Cayman or in Georgetown, Grand Cayman. But this right here is the dolphin experience that we did at the Grand Cayman, the Dolphin Discovery. It was fun, but it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite, just because they were kind of like, they were real restrictive. I mean, they were friendly, they were nice, very restricted. That looks like Gabriel. That didn't look good. That's not a good look for me. I didn't think it. I thought it was funny. But as you can see, they have like different pools in different areas where you stand in like 3 feet of water and you interact with the dolphins. You give them different commands and they'll do like a like give you a high five, and you bring their little nose up to your cheek and they kind of simulate like a kiss or whatever. There were no humping dolphins. That's a good thing.
Did you feel, you felt love?
I felt love for the first time in years.
Wow.
Yeah. My spirit animal is a dolphin. Does that say Gabriel or Cabrew?
I don't know, Flipper. What does it say?
I don't care. It got me drunk. No, I'm joking. Cabrew. Not Gabriel. But I guess it takes one to know one. Grinder. That was a terrible joke you had. That's a good picture of us. But anyway, that was that experience. And this was New Year's Eve, right?
Oh, look.
And that was, I thought, was going to be foreshadowing for a victory, one of the many, many indigenous animals of the Grand Cayman Island in the British Virgin Islands. No, we fell flat. We let that get away from us. Illinois treated us like a redheaded stepchild towards the end of that game, and Brett Bielema, he can go to hell. He can go to hell. He's a douchebag. He's a fat douchebag. Anyway, let's keep moving. But yeah, let's get to dinner.
Abbott.
I can't even see you. I can't see you. I moved you out of the way. Who?
I had my arms out like Brett Bielema.
You're hilarious. I'm going to mute you and move you out of the way because no one can see you. This is us back in 1923. In that dinner, as you can see, my 2 daughters getting along. No, Mason was fit to be tied that night. He was having a rough time.
Naked
Mickey. There's naked Mickey. There's Goofy just hanging out, chilling. But the problem was, anytime you had to go to the bathroom, you had to leave the restaurant, and they were across the main entry. That was the one downside. But beyond that, lots of fun. When we got back to the room after dinner on Wednesday night at Roy Disney 1923, they had this lithograph right here, limited edition lithograph, and they gave you a little envelope to keep it nice and tidy. Happy New Year's is what it said. And we went to the New Year's party. That's us getting ready. Me being a stud. And look at this. Look at all these characters. Look at all these people. Basically, fireworks on a cruise ship are vastly underrated.
Yeah.
We had the best time on here. The countdown of New Year's was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. Let me see. There's the Aquamouse and fireworks in the middle of the ocean. A lot of fun because we left Grand Cayman and we were on the way to Falmouth, Jamaica, man. And here is Jamaica. This right here, I loved everything about Jamaica. The port was the cleanest. It was the most touristy. But look at this. Have you been to Jamaica?
Yes.
You have. Okay. Where in Jamaica did you end up going? Did you go to? Have you been to Falmouth? Or
yes.
Did you go to like
Falmouth and went to Kingston and
that's it.
There was another one that we've gone to.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. So you've been there, done that. Well, point being here is that we had the absolute best time. We went to Good Hope Estate. It is an old sugar cane plantation from the
Plantation.
1800s. Yep. And they had, it was, oh, right here, look over. That's the Celebrity Cruise. That thing looked awesome. They were bumping music. There were people, they're like infinity pools at the very
They
top.
have
You
so
can,
at the very top of Celebrity Cruise, they have a
yeah.
actual glass blowing demonstration every single day.
What? What?
Yeah,
Holy crap. Because it
they have
looked
bocce
like an
ball,
adult
they have
only
bocce
cruise.
ball, they have putt putt, they have go kart.
That's cool.
Yeah,
So this right here, it took about, it was Chuka Tours, and it took about 40 minutes to get to Good Hope Estate in Falmouth. But it was a little janky. It was almost like, but pretty much the quality of the roads are equivalent, if not better, here in Jamaica than South Carolina. Our infrastructure sucks. Like we had the bumpiest roads. You transition from South Carolina to North Carolina or South Carolina to Georgia, there's a big difference. Take a look at Good Hope Estate. That's not what you want to see, but look how lush green. It was just a laid back pool area. Now they had a lot of different excursions. They had like a zip line. They had, oh gosh, why is it slow? Load. There we go. There's a river that runs right in the middle of the resort area, but they had these different pools. This backs up to the river right there. But Good Hope Estate was just nothing but laid back fun. Laid back. We had the best time here because there was no pressure. Drinks were, and this right here, check this out. Whoops, went too far. Let's go back. As you can see over my giant peanut head, see these different, like, it looks like different pools going up. These are
yeah.
basically the steps that go up to the waterfall. It's an artificial waterfall that has a little pad that you can jump into a 7-foot deep pool. That was a lot of fun. And right next to that was a 300-foot water slide that was a little janky, but was a lot of fun. So here's an example of the pool. Yeah, it's just super laid back. They were like roasting some jerk chicken. The bar's over here, and we were there for unfortunately only about 4.5 hours. I would have stayed there all day. Wow. If I had the chance. We had a great time. It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Great views. Here's an example. This is and then we went over to the actual Brave Mason and I went over to the ruins of where they actually processed the sugar cane itself. As you can see. Let's keep moving. I don't know what that is. Let's go it here.
Bigfoot.
I think so. Yeti. Very clean shaven Yeti.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yep. So as you can see, us just kind of meandering around that, and there you go. There's the wheel. There's the mill where they would actually So we're the heart of the operation. Okay, let's keep going. Why do I do that? I'm now seeing a pattern, and I'm not liking this pattern. I think I see sociopathic.
So how many pictures did you take?
If you look up here, I've taken in the history of whatever 28,694 or 29,000. So that's 28,000 of 29,474.
Sure. Because I only have about 14% battery left.
Oh, I'm almost done. But basically, that was the last like international protocol. But let's scroll to Castaway Cay.
Yeah.
And the end of the trip. I'll be honest with you. This trip was the best. We had the best time. We had the best experience. The food, the dining, everything involved was out of this world. There's Funnel Vision again. That's Castaway Cay. This is in the Bahamas. This is Disney's private island. We did the Castaway Cay 5K. That's a lot of fun. The theming of that is awesome. Here is theming continued. Here's Castaway Cay.
Yep.
So take a look at that. You have not been to Castaway Cay, correct?
Never.
Here's the tram that takes you from point A to point B, and this is all Disney. The theming is beautiful. It's immaculate. The tram takes you to Pelican Beach. And this is where we went snorkeling. We saw the Prince Eric statue submerged underwater. We also saw one of the original Dumbo ride vehicles from Disneyland.
Can you get in the
1950s.
Dumbo ride vehicle if you dive deep
You can
enough?
if you swim down. You can touch it. I touched the Prince Eric statue
Can
with
you
my
get
foot.
in it though? Can you sit in it?
Hmm?
Can
Yes, you
sit-
can. Yes, literally, yes. And they have an original Nautilus from
You should have
20,000 Leagues
done
Under the
that
Sea.
and taken a picture.
That would have been excellent, but I had my children with me, so that was one thing. Just an
Okay.
example of some more theming. That's way too expensive for me. And honestly, dude, we absolutely had the best time.
It looks
Here's an
like it.
example. Here, let's see here. There you go. That's inside the Oceaneer Club. Look at
Okay.
that. Look at that. So this is where your daughters would be for a spell. And you and your wife can lead them for an hour, 45 minutes, give or take. And they will send you a message in the app when your child wants to go. If they request to go back to you, they will let you know. That's cool. This is Hey Hey Cafe. Look at these drinks. But pretty much, this is the last day. I didn't get to see Magic here because that was we were the last people to see the first Christmas tree on the Disney Treasure, and that's
Wow.
them breaking down the tree right there. But as you can see, sad trombone. We had to leave. I took more pictures of us leaving, and this is the Mariner back home in South Carolina. Womp womp womp. January 4th at 8:25 p.m. Sad, sad. Did I say sad? Oh, I said sad.
Well, that was a great, that was a great, very informational slideshow. Thank you, Abbott.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Honest, if you were to give me a grade, what would you give me, and why?
I would give you I'm gonna give you 3 grades.
Okay.
For the quantity, I'm gonna give you an A plus.
Thank you. That's what I am for.
Um,
Quality as well. Quality as well.
For the quality of the random pictures of just random people, I'm gonna give you a solid B.
I deserve that. True.
But for the information that you just gave, you
Yes.
could sure as heck be a Disney cruise agent.
Thank you.
So
I would love.
I'm gonna give you an A for that.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. A plus is an option, but you chose the lower option. And that's fine. A solid A.
Better than an A minus.
This is true. I'll take it and I'm done. But I will leave you with this, friend. I will leave you with this. The value. The overall, and I've told you this before, the overall value of not just this Disney cruise, because yet again, it was a brand new ship. Things are going to be clean, things are going to be immaculate, and they're going to sell it. But I have come to find out that's how every ship is. If that ship's first embarkment was in the late 90s, because they started in what, 98?
Yeah.
The Disney Journey, the Disney Fantasy, those are older cruise ships, and they're smaller. They're smaller than the Disney Treasure and the Disney Wish, which are, identical ships. No, I want to go on an Alaskan cruise, but I want to go on a Disney Alaskan cruise on the Disney Magic. The value, the bang for the buck, is it expensive? But you get what you pay for in the quality of the food,
Yeah.
the staff, the turn down service. Everyone greets you, the music, the smells, the experience, the drink, the ports, the seamless integration of the app with the cruise itself. And when you get on the ship, I've never been in a Disney themed situation where I've been able to completely disconnect from the real world. Like I've had little flashes here and there of like a ride, that immersion here or there, like Trader Sam's Grog Grotto is a good immersive experience. Dinner at certain restaurants and the theme parks are great immersive experiences. But the Disney cruise, to me, is the ultimate Disney experience. It is the ultimate Disney experience without being a Club 33 member, So in the people that I spoke with that I met on the ship, like just other families, they said, this is your first time. this is my 5th, this is my 6th, I'm blah, blah, blah. And to reveal to everyone, I foreshadowed before, we're almost done, like I said. This is a long podcast. We had such a great time. We were talking about it, and we were still in Florida. We haven't even made it to Daytona from Port or Cape Canaveral. And we went ahead and booked our next cruise. We're doing our second cruise October 28th or October 26th till October 31st, Halloween. It's going to be a 4-day, 4-day, 3-night Halloween themed cruise. And it's a Halloween cruise on the Disney Wish. We're going to Nassau and back to Castaway Cay. And when we get off the ship on Halloween, we're going to get tickets for Mickey's Not So Scary and then spend the weekend in the parks.
For those that don't know, but this is what you do with money, everybody.
Save your money and put it towards
a Disney cruise.
A Disney cruise. This is a Disney cruise podcast officially from now on. Parks who? Disneyland what? Disney cruise. Disney cruise people. You are, I think I may have coerced you or maybe given you more information. No, you're not doing anything like that in the near future. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. No. I understand.
Yeah.
Drift has been caught, but at the same time, if I had to make a recommendation, my recommendation would be stop wasting your time and book your next Disney cruise or first. But there's always it's not your first, it's always your next Disney cruise vacation. And if you can combine the parks and the Disney cruise, you're set. That's you are
when did you start working for Disney?
Oh my God. We just had the best time. Just had the best time. We had the best time.
Well, I'm so happy for you. I'm very happy for you.
Yep. Now we didn't go without stressful times because my youngest daughter was kind of a biatch sometimes. Time of the month, things like that. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's sleeping. She's sleeping. Who knows? This day and age, you never know anymore. No, Mason and I we were at odds here and there, but at the same time, he has to constantly be engaged, and he's the main character. No, we had a few stressful moments here and there, but we're a family.
Yeah.
Family's full of stressful moments and not getting along constantly, but overall, we couldn't stop talking about that cruise, and I caught my kids after the cruise talking about, do you remember that thing that Dad said? And da-da-da. They were reliving the memories. Or remember that time when Bray ate that blah, 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 or Mom had too many drinks and was sitting in that other man's lap. Had that lampshade on her head. It was really funny. Yeah. I didn't see her till the next day. But regardless, I'm joking. I'm joking. But regardless, that.
And she came out of Mickey Mouse's room.
I think so. Captain Mickey stood at attention. A 10. Oh. I think he had her port side, starboard, over backwards. Aft deck, front deck, rear deck, below deck, above deck, in the deck. But that's all I got, man.
Well,
is there anything else you want to add? Because he said you are winding down. I'm tired. It is
yeah.
late, and I gotta go.
No, I'm winding down. Some news. I am no longer associated with Imagination Vacations company. I wish them nothing but the best, but I did not have time or energy to do that and run my chiropractic practice.
Yep.
So I wish them nothing but the best, but I split from them, and yeah, there you go.
Hey, that's and I, you know what? I think you made the right choice. You made the right choice. You had to put your family first.
Yes.
And it's a lot. You get excited about something, and not everything's meant to be. But like I said, yeah, definitely. They helped me plan my cruise. It was a good experience. And going forward, I'm looking forward to new adventures, new vacations. There's always something on the horizon.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we definitely have more guests coming our way. We have a very big guest. We got a pretty big guest coming our way.
We got a jam-packed 2025.
We do. 2025 is going to be the year of the guest. Year of the guest. So,
Yes.
And I say that now and probably not record till March. But hey, that's okay. That's okay. That's just the podcast. But we did make the list of the top 100 top Walt Disney World based Disney podcasts for 2025. I received the official email from the webmaster and said, congratulations. You made the list. Please share with your listeners on your next episode that feedspot.com featured us, and we are number 81. Number 81.
Everybody, we need to get down. We need to get down from 81. We need to go to like 10.
If we were 100, 100 is you are in a you stand alone. You are triple digits. You are getting up there, friend.
We don't want to be we don't want to be Terrell Owens. We want to be Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Terry Bradshaw, number 12.
Okay.
Eli Manning, number 10. Cam Newton, number 1.
I was going to say Ace Sanders, but most people have no idea who that is. But that's fine. He was number 1 for the Gamecocks. Number 1 in our hearts here in South Carolina.
Yeah.
But with that being said, Taylor, it's been a pleasure.
It's been
always good to record again.
Yes.
And for Disney Dude Abbott,
Disney Dude Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's all coming, baby. That's what she did not say because we gotta go. Have a good one.
All right. See ya.
See you next time.